Morning day traders, it's Tommy from BrokerGuide.com giving you a rundown of the main events for this week. Investors will be looking ahead to Friday's US employment report for August for a snapshot of how the labour market recovery from the pandemic is faring. Markets will also be keeping an eye on appearances by top Federal Reserve officials after Chairman Jerome Powell last week announced a sweeping policy rewrite that puts more emphasis on bolstering the labour market than controlling inflation. The S&P is on track to post its strongest August in 34 years, while the Dow will have new names in the index from Monday. Economic reports from the Eurozone will shed more light on the durability of the bloc's recovery, while PMI data from China will be watched for signs of how the recovery in the world's second largest economy is progressing. Friday's non-farm payrolls will be anxiously awaited amid fears that the recovery in the labour market is stalling, with initial jobless claims hovering at around 1 million per week. The consensus forecast is for the US economy to have added 1.4 million jobs in August, down slightly from 1.7 million in July, while the unemployment rate is expected to tick down to 9.8 from 10.2. But some analysts are speculating that the jobs report could be weaker than expected after recent poor consumer confidence data pointed to anxiety over rising COVID cases and worries about job prospects. Thursday's job report on jobless claims will give a more up-to-date snapshot of the labour market after recent reports indicated that the next stage of the labour market recovery will be much slower going. Regarding Fed speakers, investors will get the chance to hear from 3 senior Fed officials as they digest last week's announcements of the central bank's new strategy that will keep interest rates near zero even if inflation rises above its target in order to bolster the recovery in the economy and the labour market. Vice Chair Richard Clarida is to give a speech on the Fed's new monetary policy framework on Monday. Governor Lael Brainard is also set to deliver remarks on the new policy framework a day later, while New York Fed President John Williams is due to discuss the economy and the pandemic on Wednesday. The Fed will enter its blackout period before its next policy meeting, due to be held on September the 15th and 16th at midnight on Friday. Now, to the stock market. On Friday, the S&P 500 surged to its 6th record closing high since confirming a bull market on August the 18th. This was powered by Amazon, also Microsoft and Apple, in a rally that has highlighted the divide between a soaring stock market and a struggling US economy. With fiscally stimulus ebbing, signs are growing that the economy's recovery is slowing. Economists still expect a sharp rebound in growth this quarter, but are trimming estimates for the fourth quarter. The S&P is on track to post its strongest August in 34 years, and stocks are set to go into September on a strong footing after the Fed's commitment to keep interest rates near zero even if inflation runs hot. Meanwhile, some new names will be appearing on the Dow from Monday after the index was adjusted, with Salesforce, Honeywell and Amgen replacing Pfizer, Exxon and Raytheon. Now, in the Eurozone recovery, inflation figures out of the Eurozone on Tuesday are expected to show price growth remained tepid in August, while unemployment figures the same day are expected to point to a slight uptick. Data on German factories orders on Friday is expected to show that the pace of the recovery slowed in July. China's August PMI reports on Monday and Tuesday should provide a health check on the world's second largest economy. The official manufacturing PMI on Monday is seen picking up to 5.12 in August from July. And Tuesday's Caixin manufacturing PMI is expected to ease to 52.7 from 52.8 in July. Activity in the country's vast industrial sector is steadily returning to levels seen before the pandemic paralysed large tracts of the economy in the early part of the year. Pent-up demand, stimulus-driven infrastructure and strong exports have been the main factor driving the rebound, but private consumption is lagging as consumers remain cautious about spending. Right guys, trade safe, and remember, not one trade shall ever make you or break you. Also, please follow us on all social media sites. That's Tommy from BrokerGuide.com. Take care.